Manchester United are set to hold a meeting with Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic's agents next week as they look at sealing a bargain deal for the striker, according to The Sun. The Red Devils have already added to their squad after sealing a deal for Matheus Cunha from Wolves, while the club are also pushing to add Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford before the pre-season tour of the USA this summer. But a new striker is also considered to be a priority for Ruben Amorim during the transfer window, and after missing out on Liam Delap and seemingly Victor Gyökeres too, the club have now turned their attention to a new target. Man United eye Vlahovic as top target. Vlahovic, who currently earns £315,000 a week at Juventus, is a player that the Turin club are desperate to get off their books in order to balance their accounts and raise funds to rebuild the squad. Reports in Italy have claimed that the club are set to offer him a mutual contract termination in order to get him out, and it has now emerged that the player's agents have already scheduled meetings for next week with Premier League clubs to discuss a potential transfer. Man United are believed to have the 25-year-old, who has been described as extraordinary, high up on their list of targets for the striker position, and should he be available on a free transfer then he could even become the top target for Amorim's squad. Dusan Vlahovic's Juventus stats, 2024-25 Serie A. Games: 29. Goals: 10. Assists: 4. Goal-creating actions: 8. Minutes played: 1,784. The Serbian has scored 43 league goals in 104 appearances for Juventus, and his arrival could spark a move away from the club for Rasmus Højlund, although the Dane would love to stay at Old Trafford according to Fabrizio Romano. Bryan Mbeumo will join Man United from Brentford very soon according to reports. The Cameroon international will sign for a fee of around €65 million. The delay in getting the deal completed is allegedly down to disputes over payment plans, add-ons and bonuses. But things should soon be resolved and Mbeumo will become the fourth signing of the Ruben Amorim era. But how will his arrival change the way Man United play? What will he bring to the team that they currently lack, and can he replicate those incredible goal-scoring numbers at Old Trafford? These are all valid questions. Crucially, how will Man United line up with Bryan Mbeumo in the team? Let's have a look. The second Ahmad. One of Man United's major problems in 2024-25 was that they only had one Ahmad. The Ivorian is an essential part of the way United play with his dribbling and creative ability, but he was the only player in the squad who could do that. They struggled without him, and even when he was there, they needed a second Ahmad. Bryan Mbeumo is a second Ahmad. He can dribble, he can create, and unlike Ahmad he's actually got the physical power to tussle with defenders. Ahmad's major weakness is playing with his back to goal. In the Europa League final he practically disappeared from the game as he was so easy to mark further up, and when he dropped to receive the ball there was no one ahead of him as he'd vacated his position. Mbeumo slots perfectly into that attacking midfield role, allowing Ahmad to drop to wing-back where he will nearly always find himself facing goal and often in a 1v1 situation against his defender, the perfect situation for him. Mbeumo, meanwhile, can play with his back to goal better than Ahmad. The two of them will dovetail to make Man United's right flank devastating to deal with. Double up on one, the other will devastate you, mark each 1v1 and you're rolling the dice each time United have the ball on that side of the pitch. If Man United can get a better striker than Joshua Zirkzee then things could really get hectic.